Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another MXBikes video. Today, I'm gonna give you guys some tips on becoming better at Supercross. Supercross in this game is a little harder than motocross, but with the right training and the right timing, you will be able to become the next Supercross champion in MXBikes. Alright, so today we're gonna ride on this track called Moto 40 MX Spark. It does have a Supercross track and a motocross track and a pit bike track. This track is made by Fluke Creations, and this track is free. Go ahead and download this track. It's a really good track to learn Supercross on. So let's get started. Before we get started though, I do want to say that most of you guys are not subscribed, so make sure you subscribe. Alright guys, the first thing I want to talk about is your setup. In order to ride Supercross like a champion, you have to have a good setup. For Supercross specifically, I use the SPX Supercross base setup for the YZ450. You can get all the base setups by SPX for free. I'll see if I can put the Discord link in the description so you can join the Discord and get their setup. As you can see guys, this map is pretty nice. The Supercross track is to the left as soon as you spawn. But let's get into it. Alright, so we have like a kind of rhythm section here. And then we have like a big corner. We got a small whoop section, which doesn't really prepare you for in the real races because those whoop sections are bigger. We got a little rhythm section again. We got a table on, table off, and double. And we got this little jump over here, which sends us straight to another type of whoop section. Pretty small compared to the real thing. We got a big triple here. We got a triple you could hit, but I hit it double single. Alright, so guys, that was basically a side lap. I'm gonna start picking up speed any moment now. As you can see, I just cleared that triple. It is possible. Oh no. Yeah, so hitting that triple is possible, but you do need a whole bunch of momentum coming out of that corner. Alright, so let's hit the finish line jump. You really gotta send the finish line jump because it's pretty far. I always triple this in because I just feel like it just gives you better momentum through these sections here. Alright, so yeah, so this finish line jump, it's hard to whip it because if you whip it, you'll be really short on the jump because it's very long. A great tip for Supercross I would give is you kind of have to make a decision on what situation you're in. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say for example, I want to hit that triple, right? But I have to keep the momentum in this corner right in front of me. But let's say I fail to keep the momentum, you just go for the double. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go for the triple here, but it doesn't work. So I take off my gas and I just go for the double. Explaining this in basic words, I would say there's multiple rhythms in a rhythm section. You know what I mean with that is Reaper Doc could take one line, Trojan could take one line, but you take a completely different line, and that just puts you in either a slower or a faster line. But it really depends on how you're comfortable with it. Another example is I always triple in here, right? I always go for the triple and it just works, and I table on and I table off and I do the double, right? That's my rhythm in this one. But it also depends on what bike you're on. As in, if you're on a 250, you might not be able to hit that triple. So what I would say, even on a 450, if you fail to get the momentum, just hit it double and then take this line, take the table, and then just take that rhythm, you know? I just feel like the triple in has a little more momentum, but if you don't make it, you can still correct it by taking another line. So your main goal in Supercross is to find all the rhythms in a rhythm section, so that if you're too slow or too fast for certain things, you could literally just switch up to a different rhythm. And like, I was too slow for that and I cased it, and then now I'm gonna crash. But if I knew I was too slow, I should have braked and just took the double, you know? As you go for the double, you could also go for the triple right after the double. So you see? That line is kind of hard, but I mean, it is possible if you do it correctly, and maybe it'll gain you some time. Alright, so I just hit that line there that we were talking about. it is a little faster, but I think it does require a little bit of more of risk. So it really depends on what situation you're in. In Supercross, you just really gotta find your lines. You gotta find the fastest way to get around things. Alright, so you see there, it was kind of a stretch, but I eventually did make the triple I was talking about. But yeah, it's all about timing and finding what you apply in certain situations. Supercross is harder to ride because you need to time, you need to apply certain things, while motocross is just holding the gas open and yeah, just absolutely sending jumps. So you're basically trying to find a line where you don't crash. Crashing is the last thing you want to do. Alright guys, so that was basically it. I hope you guys learned from this video and maybe become better at Supercross yourself. Because I am not the best at Supercross either, but I am really doing my utmost best to become better at Supercross. And but I hope that these tips helped you out on Supercross. Feel free to ask about something that you don't understand in the comment section. If you are not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Anyway guys, thank you for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.